Hello, 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 burritos, hello. Welcome to this chat. I'm here for a little bit, and I felt like I needed to talk. I wanted to talk about this. Once again, sorry for the little bad lighting and thing. I'm trying to really change my webcam, but until then, this will have to work. Big up to all the people who are on the live. Hope that you will be here for this discussion. I plan to stay here for about 15 minutes and talk about the story of if the name is correct, is Kaylan Dowdy. No, I woke up today and I heard about this story, and I'm not gonna like break my heart. It's definitely very I don't know, but just it just made me feel a little bit sad. But not a little bit. It made me feel very very sad inside to hear of this incident that transpired at a party. If you don't know, basically, Kaelin is a 17-year-old girl. She's a student at the University of the West Indies. What may I hear is that she's going to pre-UE, and she's 5 feet 3 inches. Now, this girl went to a party with a friend, and what may I hear is that it's alleged that while she was at the party, one girl, one random woman, um, must have an issue with her staring at her or something like that. And so the woman basically say, "Hey, where you stare upon me for?" After which Kaelan basically said, "Am I? Yeah, I'm not really a stare upon you, but after that, Kaylan friend kind of intervened to kind of see what's going on. And in the middle of that, a fight ensued. That's the word, right? One fight got start, and the woman, friend and company, them jump and start to just like beat the little girl them. And in particular, Kaylan. And what may I hear is that it got start, things got fling, the little girl dropped on the ground, and they still continued with them. Yeah, them still continued for kind of put on arm licks. And now the girl is in the intensive care unit at a hospital, and she basically are really a fight for her stay here on earth. Now, what the police are saying is that them did not look for six women, and six women they might look for. And apparently they must go fine toward the woman them since night. So I guess that is sort of good. But right about now, it's just messed up to see that something like that, because people can't have proper conflict resolution, and it looks like it's been a theme going on for the last couple of days in Jamaica. Because we saw the incident what happened with the police officer when he went to a party, and what ended up going to happen to him there. And there have been numerous instances happening to kind of show that people I really understand the conflict resolution strips. And so I want to kind of hear what you guys have to say. The mother basically asks people just pray for the girl, and that's all we can do. We hear say she have injuries to our spinal our spine. We hear say she have injuries, a lot of injuries to our head, brain, all kind of things. It's just like it really is a lot for this 17-year-old girl, and she's only 5 feet 3 inches. And the fact that grown women could have done this to the little girl, it just kind of sad. And outside of that is the whole idea say there were one bag of people who were at the party. There's no video, but there's a lot of people that were at the party, and the idea that this girl was on the ground, according to the mother, what the mother say, for almost an hour, and nobody never see for go jump, and see how them can assist the girl in a speedy type of way. That just kind of messed up. It really messed up, man. Like, like, I can't understand. The little girl there, the part of me, I think say, yo, I understand say, yo, when man and man have them little issues, people might want to stay clear. Because when man a fight, most of the time, them tend to go for all kind of things. We can just kind of carry things to another level. But on this occasion, a woman a fight and you tell me say you have some man at the boat, and nobody thought for just like, yo, let me just kind of pull them one side and squabble everything. You allow it to get to the point there where somebody dip on the ground and then it still a continue. And that's the part of me can't understand at all. I have seen things where girls have them little commotion, And at least after the little 2 to 10 seconds, when the start pull little ear, you will have the man they will come and kind of say, hey, ease up, there, settle up that now, la, stop. It's kind of rough. I'm going to play a little piece of what the mother shared on her social media.
Because we are mothers and we all feel for each other. Just left high school and started going back to pre-university at UWI of the West Indies. You know that over your way. Um, Kaylan is a very beautiful child. She's loving and kind. She's loved by all of her friends. Kaylan is a fighter, but she's not a troublemaker. If you attack her, she will defend herself, but she will not attack you. And you know, they were at the party, and I have numerous reports from everybody that was there, and a lot of it is very, very heartbreaking. I know the mothers on my timeline will empathize at the moment
This is the mother
because we are
speaking.
mothers and we all feel for each other and we touch each other's chest.
Lord of mercy. Why these shoes to come flat me right now? Right now the bad sugar did. Hold on.
And they were this girl by the name of Kima. No,
Mhm.
Kaylan does not know Kima. Kima says
Bluetooth connected.
anyway. Kima asked Kaylan why is she looking at her. Kaylan fiercely. So she replied. I heard she replied that we take a me. Am I lying? An argument ensued, and Tiffany, Kaylan's friend that she went to the party with, went over to Kima and asked her, do you know her? She said no. So she said, so what's the argument about? You don't know her. And
Mhm.
Kaylan said she don't know you.
Okay.
So what's causing this argument? She don't wanna get a look panara, she not this and she not that. No. Tiffany's brother, I heard, he came to the party earlier and had an altercation with another male and some fighting occurred. Brother left the party. Tiffany and her and Kaylan and her friends were still there.
Mhm.
Now they started arguing. Tiffany and the girl started arguing because the girl was still picking at Kaylan, telling her that she don't look good and yada 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 and whatever. Some petty childish thing. It so happened.
Why everybody choose to want come call me now? Jesus Christ. Shut up. Anyway, now hear the story. Hold on. Come I'll battery a pause. So end up now what end up continue to happen now is that the girl went over and that's when the whole drama gonna start for happen. Okay, look at me I call and everybody want to come call me right now. On the live. So I'm gonna just call in some people right now and hear what they have to say about it. I gotta add somebody by the name of Glory. Glory, turn on your phone. Glory, turn on your there's something there. All right, and so where's Rain? Hello?
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Walk on.
Nothing, just listening to what you're saying. I didn't even know about this. I just finding out.
Oh, what do you think about the whole situation based on what you hear say the 17-year-old was basically jumped at a party because one of the girl them say yo some should I look on her and she not like that and it just kinda got swept up from there.
Basically, these
Mm-hmm.
days, in these times, you have to um things that would not necessarily be a problem is a
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we have to second guess and think twice about normal interactions. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling short right now because I'm kind of nervous and the story
Yeah.
making me upset, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I personally, I don't take normal interactions lightly. I second think everything because just the wrong compliment taken the wrong way, a, a wrong look that may be taken the wrong way can cause someone to die. And
Mm-hmm.
before that wasn't a problem, but these are strange times, and 2020 so
Mm-hmm.
far has
It's
been
crazy.
really, really
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So all I could say is that it's unfortunate, but unfortunately, it's getting normal. It's becoming normal. It's becoming too regular for people
Yeah.
to be just like human life is nothing. Human life is
Mm-hmm.
dust. It's easier
Mm-hmm.
to just finish someone off instead of like just conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Just if someone is looking at you,
Mm-hmm.
just don't bother with it. It's just a look. It can't hurt you. Just mind your
Mm-hmm.
business, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
People just too touchy. They're too temperamental. They're too, everyone is too ready to jump in and everyone wants to
Yeah.
do the same thing and go with the crowd. No one couldn't say,
And
but
there's
no, this
no
don't make
voice of
sense.
reason. Yes.
No,
Nobody
nobody
there to
couldn't,
be that voice of reason. Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, too much times nowadays, people just stand back and look because everybody thinks someone else gonna do something.
Yeah.
So nobody does anything because everyone is looking
Mm-hmm.
at someone else to do something. And this could have been stopped because there were other people there. I guess it's a party. So why no one
Mm-hmm.
else jumped in? Why no one else, And I don't want to make
Nobody.
this thing, I don't want to make
Mm-hmm.
this thing all about like woman, but in the Caribbean, I
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
we need to protect our women more. We need to
Mm-hmm.
stand up for our women more.
Mm-hmm.
We need to take human life more seriously. You understand? Look at a young.
Yeah.
Everyone is upset now. Everyone upset. Oh, she in a hospital. This is senseless. But at the time, who did anything? Who stepped
Mm-hmm.
in? Why they had to beat her to the point where she's brain dead in the hospital?
Yeah.
Why no one stepped in? Why didn't no
Mm-hmm.
one say anything? Why didn't one of the ladies who's supposed to be mature in the group? Why
And
didn't
there
they
were
say? But
mothers,
no.
according to what the mother according to what the mother of Kayan said, is that two of the women in there are mothers. So one of the lady who started the fight, or apparently used a Hennessy bottle to hit the 17-year-old in her head, is probably like 30-year old. And then her daughter was also a part of the brawl. And then there was another lady there who was pregnant, who was who chose to attack the young girl. So like there were women who were a part of that brawl, grown women who they would have expected to know better in terms of how to handle and probably walk away or try to diffuse the situation. But instead they decided to go about it like this.
Well, you know what? The only thing I could say is that the attack was senseless. There was no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Even if someone hit you, no one thinks to walk away, to call the
Mm-hmm.
police. Everything nowadays is just act first, think later. And we
Mm-hmm.
women sometimes are our own worst enemy. Nobody there had the motherly instinct to think, oh my God, I have a child. Oh my God, what if this was my daughter? Oh my
Yeah.
God. You know, yes, it's true that this young generation we're growing up in a different time. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Back then, I don't ever think I've ever heard anything like this happening. What's going on? What are we trying to
Mm-hmm.
teach the younger generation? And then we step back and we look and we say, oh my God, these young generation, they saw this, they saw that. But who is teaching them this? the
Yeah.
older ones who supposed to know
Mm-hmm.
better,
Yeah.
and then we look at what we create, we
Mm-hmm.
criticize because we don't like what we see, but we are the reason why they are the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If this was that, let me tell you something. If this was to happen in Grenada, in my country,
Oh yeah.
not in Grenada. I don't
And,
listen. I can't even
mm-hmm.
comprehend going to a
And so
party
that
and someone think you watch them the wrong way, and so that's a reason to beat. No man,
stupidness,
no
stupid
man.
issues like that, and it's one of these things that happen a lot where um in the Caribbean and especially like in Jamaica, sometimes they have this culture of like nobody know more than me and who look at and who is not, and you need to make the other girl know that you are above her and then the other one is beneath.
Mhm.
That is stupid, and I understand so it might be of a part of like the dancehall culture. But like when you take it into a space now where it leads to somebody ending up in the hospital, in a coma now, like basically battling for life, the doctors are saying that she has a 1% chance. You get me? A 1% chance to really make it out of it because of just like this idea of a look now, and you need to now confront and bad up to another girl to kind of show that you are the supreme thing. This idea of
That is
somebody
true.
violating you, it's
Yes,
stupid. It's stupid.
non-verbal. Just someone looked at you the wrong way or looked at you in a way in which you don't like, and for
Mm-hmm.
that they deserve to be beaten into a pulp. It's like what?
I'm saying you have something, somebody falls to the ground. Stop whatever you're doing. You continue now and people are there and nobody is that at the party, The part of the fact that you had men who were at the party, and I don't understand how you have man there at the party and say something like that, and none of them at any point in time decided so they were gonna just pull each of the woman them and carry them one side and say stop this. Clearly it have to be one, it must be a whole entire baggy party. Appear woman alone with dead here. Clearly, it was just the people them who were at the fight. And there's been no video because at the one time Jamaicans decide not to take out them phone and video because maybe a party shouldn't have been held. So I guess nobody decided to turn on them phone for this one occasion that probably the phone could have led to these women being easily identified and brought to some sort of
Hmm.
justice. The one dege time. It's just really sad. Honestly, it really just like get me upset.
You really think there is no video, or do you think no one has come out with a video yet because it maybe was not an authorized party, and so everyone is kind of
what
keeping to
what the
themselves?
what the news story said is that apparently what is saying that the police actually went to the venue earlier and shut it
Hmm.
down, but the party organizer went back and kept and continued the party same way. So the police stopped and intervened and basically said like, hey, squash this event. But then as soon as the police
Hmm.
left, they somehow just kind of started it back.
You know, I wouldn't even say it's the party, the event planner's fault. I won't blame the mother. At the end of the day,
At the end of the day,
no one
is
deserves to be beaten
yeah,
over miscommunication of a look or just because
yeah.
someone didn't like the way they were looked at. It's
hmm
not, it doesn't make sense. I won't try to give it sense. It don't make no sense.
And according to
That's a
what the
human life.
mothers, and according to what or somebody says, Auntie Donna said she saw a video. Oh, there's a video. But according to what the mother said is that one of the ladies who used a Hennessy bottle to make contact with a young girl was walking around the community right after and bragging about the fact that she done the girl and said she hit the girl and all these things. That's according to what the mother is saying, is that
Mm.
reports were came into her saying that the grown woman was walking around saying, say, yeah man, me defeat the girl.
You see the mindset? You see the mental.
Yeah.
Oh my
hmm
God.
Yeah. So it's just honestly sad all around. She was actually featured in one of my Virgin's videos recently. Um, JNL TV. Kaylan was a guest on his channel because he had a Jamaican try video where he had Jamaicans like try different snacks and they were trying a hot potato chips snacks, and Kaylan was actually one of the guests. So if you follow JNL TV or JNL Comedy, you probably can go over to his channel and look for that video where they were trying the potato chips, and you will see Kaylan. She was there some weeks ago, a part of that YouTube video.
Barry,
Mm-hmm.
something telling me there is more to this.
Yeah.
Somehow there is
The
more
mother
to
was
this.
saying that the
It don't make
girls don't.
sense.
The mother was saying that nobody knows new Kaelin, and that the girls were saying, the girls who ganged up, they were saying that them don't know her.
You see, you have to realize that
Mm-hmm.
no one has to actually know you to
Yeah.
have a deep-seated hate towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Some females just see a next female and they might see them with something wearing something that they themselves would never feel comfortable wearing, and they might be
Mm-hmm.
like, well, who she feels she is, who she
Yeah.
is to wear this. She
Yeah.
feels
It
she
is.
better than everybody. She feels she hot. I need to take her down
It's
a couple notches.
it happened a lot, especially when back in the 90s when there used to be a culture of aciding people. If a young
Hmm.
girl gone to at and stuff, like there was a thing where women would run with buckler acid and throw up on somebody for kind of humble them and bring them down and stuff like that. It used to be a thing. But anyway, Ren, thanks so much. And big up
You're
yourself
welcome.
for sharing your 2 cents. Thank you. And
Okay.
I mean, everyone, I don't know if I can even say enjoy the rest of the night, but hopefully still look on the conversation.
I'll be here looking.
All right. Thank you, Ren.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Bereaders are going to continue to play the message that from the mother. Here we go.
Kaylan tried to defend Tiffany. No. Kaylan and Kima started fighting. I heard. Kima. Kima admitted to this, that she and Kaylan was fighting. Another woman by the name of Yolan came up behind Kaylan and started hitting her in the head with a Hennessy bottle. I heard that when Kaylan got the first lick with the Hennessy bottle, she fell to the ground. And Yolan's daughter, her name is Rusty, they call her Rusty or Timon, something like that, came into it and they all ganged up on Tiffany and Kaylan. It was about 6 of them on Kaylan and Tiffany. They beat my daughter. They kicked my daughter. They stabbed my daughter on the ground. Nobody helped. I heard the men were there at the party and they stood and watched. No, Kaylan don't know those people. And a lot of the people around there said it's the first they're seeing this little girl. Nobody don't know her. But because she's friends with Tiffany, they know Tiffany because Tiffany is dating someone in that area. And the guy that's keeping the party is Tiffany's boyfriend. No, they don't know Kaylan. Kaylan. Kaylan is 5'3" and she weighs 125 pounds. So you know she's small. She's very small.
My God. Ah, gosh, think but yeah. So that is basically another piece of the message. So you hear but see the message about
Bluetooth connected.
see the message about what? What you saying? Dainty says, yo, my Vix. Charles Mart said, Lord Jesus, let me see if this thing will hold up because it kind of old and I damage it too much now. But let me see if I can continue playing a little piece of it.
30s, if not older. Yolan's daughter, who is Rusty, is about 20 or a little bit older. So you know these are grown women. No, Yolan and Kaylan don't know each other. Rusty and Kaylan don't know each other. These people are not affiliated. They had nothing to do with the fight. Kima and Kaylan were fighting. And a grown woman came up behind my child and hit her with a Hennessy bottle. I heard that Kaylan was on the ground for nearly an hour and nobody helped her. Nobody helped her. Everybody was running over the place and saying that she's dead. Everybody was all over the place, and they said that she's dead. A lady by the name of Nisha. She was running up and down and asking for help to take her up. That time Tiffany was on the ground, her face was bloody. She couldn't see because she said the blood was in her eyes because they was hitting her too with bottles. And the two girls were attacked. A gang of women attacked two girls and beat them. My daughter was on the ground, not responding, not saying anything, not moving. I heard that it looked like one of her foot was broken because it was bent way back. And a girl by the name of Chrissy, she was also in the fight. I heard that she stomped my child. Eyewitnesses said she stomped her. Tiffany gave the report. Sharma gave the report to the police that they stomped my child. The police is looking for them. And every time the police go, they hide. She's on life support. Kaylan is not responding. The doctors are saying that she has a spinal injury. Kaylan's left arm is broken. She has a stab to the neck. Kaylan had to do a surgery early Sunday morning. 4 hours Kaylan was in surgery Sunday morning. When I got to the hospital, the doctor said she stopped breathing for 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I want you all to try and hold your breath for even 1 minute. Kaylan stopped breathing for 6 minutes. Her heart stopped, her breath stopped, everything stopped. She died. The doctors worked very hard, and God was gracious and merciful enough to grant her back her breath.
Wow.
These people
Mm.
are so wicked and so cruel.
Wow. So that was the mother's basically account of what allegedly transpired. And yeah. And so Manala, like when you wake up in the morning and you just see the story and the thing that hurt me now is because when we think about like when the guy Excelsior, you get me? I went to Excelsior. I did have friends who were like Kaylan. But I have some friends where them used to be some girl, them kind of come from the inner city. If you're not trouble them not trouble you. But like I saw it going on. If you could step to them and bring some foolishness, them I go open them out and reply. Like I had friends like that. But they weren't necessarily the person who come and go and start a fight or go trouble you. But if somebody style them not gonna necessarily be a pushover. Them I go open and answer. So when I saw this something there, I'm say Kaylan. Me I say, yo, this remind me of ex friend that I knew at school. And so this I'm kind of connect to the story from like long time and then you find out the whole UE connection to and all of these things. And I was just like, yo, all because of poor conflict resolution. I understand so everybody stressed, everybody have anxiety, and everybody have all kind of things. And people, need a little release. And so you go for go party, but you can't go party and a drink and I do all kind of you can't go party and a drink and I do all kind of madness to the point where you cannot be sensible enough and nobody out of your crew makes sense enough for somebody to say, here what, stop. One little one and go through, just draw brakes right there. So stop this so. Park, Cree, 1, 2, 3 red light. A little something going on. So no. Everybody continue to rave run a braff now and decide say, yo, them go up the ante. Yeah, because yeah, this good. This nice. All if a man them did a fight over and stuff, it not supposed to end so. It not supposed to. But anyway, me go add on somebody by the name of Baba Tunde who said here on the live now. Baba Tunde. Go add me now. Hold on.
Yeah. Greetings,
Baba Tunde. Bless, bless,
greetings,
bless.
sir.
Yeah man,
Greetings.
yeah man, yeah man, yeah man. Bless, bless. Wagwan.
Well, the sky are function and water are forward and we have oxygen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And today we are overstand now. Say, a situation go on.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so listening to the story upon the news,
Yeah.
Gradually, we are get a full sum as to what take place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But before I go further, everything me I do, me always have a beginning and a closing. So ones when know I will always start by saying greetings to all great people for a sacred planet.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And your greatness now have nothing to do with status and money. Your greatness have something to do with truth and how you live and the good things that you take on. May also want to say to the eye, or may also say to the eye, this movie where you start, this live vibes is great.
Oh, bless,
Uh,
bless, bless.
we appreciate from about 2012 at the first time we get for reason. I think at the arena.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we did really like the vibe of the eye do one thing and we see how I tin you in your vibes. You're a national figure. You think gone all over the place. And it good for sister is not so-called mainstream media give you that platform. You use your creativity, even when, you know, do it out that somebody that your father wouldn't did approve of. You practice, you hone your craft, you develop, and this is it now. You inspire a whole heap of ones. I mean, I always tell ones, say, if Whitney Houston never start sing, maybe there would be no Mariah. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
there would be no pure faith. We say that for say there's always people who you inspire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So, we encourage ones to just keep doing what is good and do what is right. Now forward to this situation now.
yeah.
Um the ones and we are listen, when we come for talk, we not come to look agreement. So you may hear we say things, it may sound off to you. Go and do some check first, analyze it
Mhm.
first. But at the same time we can disagree and we still hold with respect. So we want to look at the bigger the source, because out of I always live by this notion where say out of chaos, them try bring in certain order. Now, we could go to the root. If we can find a root cause,
What do you think of the root
why
cause?
why all of this happen? One we want to start look on the type of songs where these people feed into them brain when them go to these places called part we, them call it party.
Mm-hmm,
No longer in a situation or in a cultural experience where when we people go out to these events, they leave with
mm-hmm.
a certain joy and respect. Everyone to look out for one and thing. No. Because what they feed the brain on when they go to these places, it's all about death and destruction. And so if you feed your brain on negativity, then you can't get nothing else but negativity. And so, because the songs that they play don't tell you about unity and let's get together, each one look out for
Baba,
90s, 80s, got through.
yeah. Baba Tunde, I wouldn't necessarily go and well, let me just tell you this. Like, of course, music can give an energy and a vibe. Wouldn't necessarily run to the music. So what me feel, on top of form what I'm more it is probably the idea of drinking. And and because I've been to parties where it's some people are drink and them get a little bit more prone to fight. You get me? If them
Mhm.
under certain vibes and them there they might enjoy them little self. And if a man come and step on somebody's shoes, right there and then there's not this level of politeness in terms of probably apologize or kind of make it go. Then probably more likely for know say I violate me, I this me instead of realizing say I want innocent mistake make a man might step on somebody's shoes. So me things are more like if it's a situation where them intoxicated to a little level now where me feel because when I think six woman of them right mind, what I just go jump to the level there for do that. So me I say maybe I under them under some type of vibes where when them there at the party now, the natural part of them brain for go say, hey, load certain things and behave rationally, all of a sudden that gone out of the window. Because I refuse to believe, say, them just sit there as regular normal people, and that was their first instinct to just go and gang up on this girl.
All right, excellent point.
Mm.
I would add to that and say, make a look at the broader society. The
Mm-hmm.
songs them I hear the individual speak. No, this is not the encompass thing, like we are gonna say now, all the problems we currently face with is just because of the filthy music. No, that is just one.
Yeah, because Dainty and says somebody said Jessica James is saying full time we stop blame things on music. Jessica, if you want, call in right now. Um oh, letters of affirmation say I think they were quite conscious. Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Continue.
so it's just so one of the issues I am highlighting. Um there's this thing our ancestors tell you about spoken word.
Mm-hmm.
You don't speak death and destruction over yourself and expect to attain life.
Mm-hmm.
No, that is one. So move past the filthy music. You go to a place of gathering. When it used to happen, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, was a different vibe. People go for really whole a vibe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see it? Um, Dance hall and party wasn't the place where you go carry off violence, except for maybe outside of the political times when, the whole other craziness start.
Mm-hmm.
But now we see it has deteriorated to a
Mm-hmm.
point where I personally not go party, and any individual that I have to inspire can carry themselves to those places.
You feel so the party scene right now is more divisive now, and you have a lack of unity. And so it's more about like this one bag of fraction exists now. That's how you think.
Yeah, so it's a little more than a feel. It's where I know and see and experience.
Mm-hmm.
So what going over the period of time, the situation or our society
Mm-hmm.
enters into a level of devolvement.
Mm-hmm.
So if you plant negativity,
Mm-hmm.
each generation has to go take it and make it worse. If you plant positive seeds, the generation will go take it and make it better.
Baba Tunde, we more to hear from you. Something to know. What you think
Yeah.
about the lack of involvement from I guess the man them who did there at the party.
All
So
right.
in your experience when you are at a party, is it a thing where if probably woman get up in a things, you just kinda allow them for just like go to them demise, or is a sort of culture where it is expected, say, if a woman have them little issues at some point in time, if I get a certain way, the man them kind of expected for kind of hold it on a level, or squash it.
All right. So we did not come to that because it's a whole, we make a point from a holistic premise. Now, if a society deteriorate, the
Mm-hmm.
male them and the female them in the society, will make up the society. The deteriorate would have duration would have happened through that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where you find though that where we don't have real males present,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we always have the filth going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because why I say that now?
Yeah.
Someone we are listening and say we matter about real male.
Mm-hmm.
Part of what allow you to realize your maleness. First, you understand your purpose on planet Earth, know what
Mm-hmm.
you are here for.
Mm-hmm.
So you that have to do with making some choices.
Mm-hmm.
So what was necessary for I to do when I just started my journey? I had to go to what is known as a self-cleanse. Because a lot of how I was brought up would not keep me alive up to today. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of the things, enough of the things them teach me when me I grow up. It wouldn't ensure so me I live now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the rebirth and the cleanse. Now when you do all of that and you find your purpose on earth, you know what you're here for.
Mm-hmm.
I is not a bully, and I don't take no bully from no one, not even the government. Now when you're present and you see things going wrong,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that you take a side, but you just jump in and say, watch out. And while you are jumping, you have to protect your life first.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So you just have to say, watch you now, sister and brethren. Ease off. So if I did this now, and so you maybe about 15 somebody get involved in the fight,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the attempted assassination of this female, you
Yeah.
may need you may need 2 or 3 firm ones.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's all right, fire weapon, intervene. Whoever have a weapon, you easy first, but you also, while you hold the one with the weapon, you make sure the other one with the weapon not attack the one where you hold. Because that
Mm-hmm.
will look like it's a side thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you just spell it down. Yeah, man, just
Yeah.
spell it down.
Mm-hmm.
And you do your best, diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a
Okay.
football coach, many times I have had to get involved to save lives. Many times.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that now? When I leave there and go home, I going to have to answer to my brain. What you could have do to help that situation there a while ago.
That's what I
And
think
they
a
did
lot
not,
of the
yeah, go for it.
persons who were at the party. I'm pretty sure so them problem they must them well me no know, but me I expect so them must feel away given to them so end up happen to Kay and say, doctors they might give her 1% chance and all of these things. Like me can't imagine, in terms of what go through them brain, seeing that them the dead here. Apparently the mother said the girl the dead here upon the ground for a good while and everybody just came and say, yo, the girl passed off already before them getting a true confirmation. Everybody just like give up hope and make the girl up on the ground for how long. I mean, I'll be like, wow, this is I just saw we live. I just saw we live our people
Well,
know
like
it's
I
sad.
say, no. So when I hear the thing, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, doctors are like that, they are going to tell you that, yeah, don't look at this person can make it.
Mm-hmm.
But I am at a certain high vibratory frequency of levity.
Mm-hmm.
So I is always a youth who have to speak life over every situation, everything that's positive.
Yeah, yeah.
Not criminals, not gangsters, not vampires now, but innocent individuals.
Mm-hmm.
We just go about them thing, I try live. She, what me always I show them one thing, I know.
Mm-hmm.
If when Shelly and did their Waterhouse, I feel
Mm-hmm.
dodge gunshot for good training.
Mm-hmm.
If the man them did kill her off or the woman them down there, who not attain a certain national pride and joy, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This gold
So
medalist.
what,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so when me I show the ones them, you're not on her earth to stop another individual from recognizing their purpose, from realizing ways it that them dep on earth for live for. So
Mm-hmm.
why me start by using the music as an analysis and an analogy is because it is exactly what going on. When you hear a love song, you think,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what?
No, no, no.
Good. When you have to make love to your Empress Dottyberry, you know
Mm-hmm.
play you know play a song where I tell yourself to murder people and shoot out brains.
Well, that depends if it medley or random.
When you lock it up, you
Yeah.
lock it off immediately. If that song will come in, because it has change the
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, yeah. What you're saying is
No,
true. It's true.
no, it's a point me I show once, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I do have to be properly thought out.
Yeah. You
So
have
when me
one
I
minute.
show,
I forgot put in somebody else. But yeah, go and wrap up.
sure. So when me I
Mm-hmm.
show, why me start? So because when I go to the places where I gathering, all
Mm-hmm.
right, me go, if we're up on football camp and you keep something for the youth, them you will start to understand what type of music the first start to gravitate to. It's about violence.
Yeah.
So you're going to live out that thing now. Where I have said to the males them now, when you stand up the rasta and watch this a go on, and then video it, just through the video them that come out there. And
Mm-hmm.
watch
Mm-hmm.
this thing a go on, and then don't ever get involved. Even to the
Mm-hmm.
point where the sister up on the ground and wanna try get her to the medical
Yeah,
facilities.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Man, they are if I'm but if I'm for push her
mm-hmm.
in a car.
Yeah,
Now when me I say now as my close out,
yeah.
in at the time where we are living now,
Mm-hmm.
we need what is known as a reculturalization. We
Mm-hmm.
need to get forward to values and attitudes.
Yeah.
And once you feed your brain for negativity, as I said, that is what's going to come out. But solution, we must get forward to the values and attitude. I
Mm-hmm.
love something they needed again.
Yeah.
I love something they needed. So what may I say to mommy, listen, me careful, mommy. I don't remember the girl, the daughter name, but that your
Kaylan.
child, what's your name?
Mm-hmm. Kaylan. Kaylan.
So right now, Baba Tunde, I tell you, sir, we speak live over the child, every life,
Mm-hmm.
every innocent life. We speak life. I
Mm-hmm.
am saying to you tonight that Kaelin will live. She will pull through
Mm-hmm.
and she will retain. Going to take some time, therapy and good food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good food and so on. Revitalize her brain there.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. But she will
Yeah.
live. And may I say to the good doctors and nurses from the University Hospital of
Mm-hmm.
the West Indies,
Mm-hmm.
give thanks. So when
Mm-hmm.
she forward, we never hear another Jody and Ferran situation.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Rush
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
start administer help to her. So more
Yeah.
life, more joy and high spirit.
Yeah. Big
And
up in Baba Tunde.
yeah, and you can maybe if you have the opportunity at the time, a
Mm-hmm.
youth named Irene sing a song say, I love to see my people living in love.
Yeah, man.
Give
Yeah,
thanks
man.
to
Yeah, man.
the
Yeah, man. Bless. Bless. Bless.
give thanks
Bless.
to the time.
Yeah, man. Bless. All right. Big up Baba Tunde. We're going to call on somebody right now. Digital Wiz. Hope you're still there. Um, still there. Oh, there's something I'm gonna. Um, the click record move at Digital Wiz. Wagwan.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah,
hear
man.
me
Yeah,
loud and
man.
clear, don't you?
Yeah, man. Me hear perfect.
Yeah, man, I heard of the incident today. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
my sons have a YouTube channel called Liquor Witness. I'm actually on it. And
Okay.
they
Yeah.
did a live today.
Mm-hmm.
And when they told and these are kids who are in high school. One is in grade 9, the other one is in grade 11. And
Mm-hmm.
kids don't come and say certain things to you, certain way. So when they come and they sing this, no one, remember no one, I like a picnic, them I come to you and I said, Daddy, say, watch that thing here. And boy, you look at where.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest son is 16. That is 1 year
Mm.
younger than Kaylan. And the thing about it is that they watch this thing on general comedy with the potato
With the
chips thing.
Jamaicans. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So them know that she was there from before, you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wonder when things reach a certain way, and this is what and I hear Baba told it about music and stuff. And while I might agree with him on some parts of it,
Mm-hmm.
kids are not picking them here. You understand me? I say a big woman. They we know that if our children they do it now, we would have some excuses about empathy and all
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And based
Mm-hmm.
upon some of the reports, these persons were conscious
Yeah.
anything. So it's not alcohol, it's not
Yeah.
any little thing that would cause it. So we have to look and reflect to understand what there must be an underlying factor to
Mm-hmm.
spur the moment. Because
Mm-hmm.
when they're attacking somebody that they don't know any at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is what irks me the most is that nobody, we as Jamaicans, not a soul, nobody, not a grass strawberry. Nothing for say, boy, cut it out, Because when we are fighting a little thing, we see, once we think it will get two things, we come in as persons and stop the thing.
That is what I say.
You
People come
understand?
we know, especially inner city and certain things. Them love the little excitement. You get me?
Right,
Oh,
yes.
girl, so you understand, but you see a little thing if where somebody throw one little buckle of water one place and the other person side, you make that one for a little 2 minutes.
Right.
But as soon as you see, especially with woman, as soon as you see that intensify now, the
Yes.
expectation is that all right, no, all right, this kind of move, like stop it up, break
Right.
it up,
And we
and
must remember that we are dealing with adults.
mm-hmm,
Adults are, after a while, biologically supposed to develop a sense of
mm-hmm,
empathy. And I'm going back to that. You understand? So although Baba Tunde said the music, and I might will agree to him at some point because you know that back
yeah,
in the days, you never see woman push up gun finger and all of them
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah,
A pure niceness and rubber dub and all that type of stuff. You understand? But this cannot excuse anybody at any given point in time to do what was that. This coming like some gang violence where you watch on TV and some gang persons that do these things.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the surprising thing: in a day of age where technology is so rampant,
Yeah.
you cannot even cough and
Mm-hmm.
not for social media. Look at just little kid and their thing. Right away that come and you want to tell me now that in a party, no matter what restriction, not even a video, nowhere,
No man, you're up. No man, you're up to the time with the stuff. stuff
No
bro.
man, no man. I'm a tuber myself, and I've been in it for
Yo,
10 years.
no,
Except
but
that I do.
no,
Me,
meet up on YouTube. Meet up on YouTube and some of the things that me barely just a catch up on.
oh
So
no
this
man.
thing,
You know when
I
you
mean,
live with
just
sons or when you
yeah,
live with sons or YouTubers,
yeah, but just
and
catch
them
up on the
know
kid and
yeah,
there.
right, right.
Catch up. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you hear from them because when I hear about the carrot thing, you think they can enjoy them attack.
Oh, see that
Right.
Jesus Christ.
You
No
understand?
man. No man.
Right.
Okay, all right,
But
continue. Yeah,
you have to check the information because you little kids. But what I'm saying,
yeah.
we as a nation cannot because this thing every time you hear someone from Jamaica, you have to wonder boy, which movie you're going which move where
Mm-hmm.
you what because so many things were happening at 2020. Out of someone coming like out a sci-fi thing it up. And we cannot as a nation accept certain things. We get so callous, we get so used to things happening that imagine men sit down and watch these things happening. I
Yeah,
mean, it hurt me to my core because I'm a father
yeah.
and I worry about even my son, even if them catch a cold or a flu, and you watch
Mm-hmm.
them and go through it and you feel a way, and then for know a mother going through all of this now in a situation where she not even know the people. And
Mm.
I am, I refuse to believe, say, it can't be just a little look. You get what I say?
Yeah.
It just not sound believable, it not sound ordinary. And me I say, boy, Barry, if it is so,
Mm-hmm.
if it is so, this person needs to be exposed to the full length
Yeah.
of the law.
It
You
could have,
understand
it
what
could have,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
it could have really started from
Yeah,
earlier
man.
because I've
If
seen,
this is what has
yeah,
happened, they must be exposed to the full length of the law. No apologies.
yeah,
You
yeah.
understand?
I see someone put out to the JCF apparently like apprehended two of the women since night. So apparently them have two of them now. I don't know which two,
Right.
and I guess
And
they'll be out for the rest.
true, and the thing is that the flips, I mean, I play no gender game, but when you hear say a woman out of this, you kind of wonder, woman, and I like when little guy get beat down, and you understand me, I say, okay, I'm
Yeah,
going on a
yeah,
railway.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah,
And at no point in the brain them could have go and you understand. So it is the level when we say boy I know love no now, but this has to be a decision that them just decide. You understand?
yeah,
And NEC battle one serious weapon,
yeah.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
if you knock somebody and the person is on the ground, not moving, it should have sent to you some
Mm-hmm.
warning, some signal in your brain say, okay, stop.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And when me hear
Mm-hmm.
say she's there for nearly an hour, they say, boy, when me hear the mother to them, say, boy, yeah,
Yeah,
them say
man.
big man don't cry, but boy,
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, Barry, it is
Mm-hmm.
not something that
Mm-hmm.
we're getting too used to this brand of figures, being detached. We as a
Yeah.
nation getting
Mm-hmm.
so detached from everything. Although we say don't film everything, we know that sometimes it is the films that persons take that
Mm-hmm.
sometimes bring closer to certain things and bring answers.
Mm-hmm.
And me no business what nobody wanting. One video out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody watching or anybody watching this live after you keep it up, whether or not to keep it up, if you know you have it, you need to come forward. You understand? Because
Mm-hmm.
there's always the truth from a person's point of view, and
Yeah, but
it
yeah.
is no look like it's 6 or 7 truths.
Yeah,
So
because
to get
what the mother says that she had one and two conversation with some of the people who I guess were alleged to be a part of the gang, and them start to turn against each other. Say everybody I say oh never hit or oh I say only one time did the jump in, so everybody are kind of twist up and turn them story to
well,
kind of make it look.
the truth is, if
Mm-hmm.
you are involved in a case and God forbid it goes because this is not a serious, this is not a light matter, it is not this is something for the courts and God forbid anything going the different way. And I think going to say it, speaking the other way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
her to make a full recovery, but things like attempt Ted at this can come into play. And everybody is guilty by association.
Yeah.
If the person who hit the hardest or who they might get a steeper penalty, but I mean, at some point you could have said, stop.
Yeah.
You understand? And I mean, mother, period, females are so, well, not stereotype, but females, as we are, especially in Jamaican society, are supposed to be the ones who err normally and caution. They are the
Yeah.
ones who are normally,
There's a sort of expectation we
they're
expect them to
supposed to
be a
be a
little more
motherly instinct, or, you understand?
more rational and more
Right.
logical when it comes to
And remember, no,
yeah.
1 and 2, this now 6. You want to tell me that not even one person from the group could have at least been in the right, they were in the right frame of mind, because I don't, okay,
Yeah.
you understand?
And that's why I'm saying people, especially who are watching, so have to really pick and choose in a circle very carefully. Because
Right.
I tell you, if me know, if in my circle and me did drink and drunk and kind of behave a little way, luckily, I feel like some circle I'll be like, pull me one side, I'm gonna say, Barry, Bill, you're going a little bit too strong in the night here. Because sit down and hold a chill pill. If me did a act up, them not gonna necessarily say me I behave a certain way and egg me
Right.
and say, yeah man. And so you have to
I
think
know,
because not one
I
of them
know,
did really.
right. And I know persons are going to blame the host, and I mean, the law will deal with the persons who hosting the party, right? But the truth is, too, even though it might touch us to a subject, is that persons going to these parties kind of really know say they're not supposed to keep anyway.
Yeah.
So it is like going into a red plate,
Yeah.
going into a
That's what the
taxi
news
without a red.
report. That's what the news report did say. The news report did say the police actually came to the party and stopped it. And as soon as the police left, them just resumed.
Right, because you see, my issue is that me still I try to make sense of this thing, Barry. And no
No
matter
sense
how we
under
think
it.
about it,
No say yeah.
there's no sense. You understand? It's coming like when a storm just happen out of the blue and nobody
Yeah.
can explain it. You understand? Because we cannot say what is it that they were thinking, what is that? Because that don't have nothing in thinking in it. You understand? But at the end of the day, we cannot accept. We cannot accept it if it was our child. The mother said, you know, if she can't accept it, I mean, I say nobody. I will sit down and accept something, especially when it seemed that it was something that happened out of nothing, because of nothing, because of a look. They can't believe it's just a look. You understand? So these are the things I was. And I remember when I just one person, you know, because although they say kill and somebody else, I told them get beat, and if the mother said they got stabbed, and you understand? No parent not supposed to go through this. And when, especially when you know your pitney not get trouble.
Yeah.
You understand? When you know that probably I just down the road she are going. You understand? So it cannot be, and we as Jamaicans cannot accept, or I refuse to believe so we country gone. So although every day you hear some little things if you wonder boy, if I see him Jamaica. That you understand?
I think people and especially I'm a hope are the same things you do with your with your children in terms of like just reasonable like emotion. Because I always say sometimes you dip on the road and you know much times we see some people where they're reacting a certain way where I say where I realize say, you know, say me a vex with I want another level of emotion and somewhere buckle up, you know. Because a COVID time, a corona time, you don't know who lose them job, you don't know who deal with things, and sometimes certain things that seem simple to you, somebody just ready for pop off. And you don't know, say, because of 3 days now, the man will get a decent breakfast or dinner. And when you go there now and you have one little conversation, feel it just chip because him have all of them little something there now. So even though it's me I tell you, say, them people here, like, because you get a little look. And the thing with, as the mother say, she know, say, Kaylan, she not an aggressor, but she's also not a pushover.
Yeah.
You get me? That's what the mother say, and so you can understand that where if somebody come and tell you say idiot boy or whatever like that, you might not say yes sir. You might be like, why you talk to me so?
Yeah, but you see, Barry, that is I want me to say that is a normal Jamaican reaction.
That's what me I say. Yes, but you don't know if the woman them know go say what I listen to people now come and try to violate me. Because you know Jamaica have a thing
Yeah, right.
in terms of who I get style and who I get violate and all. And when once them think that them head ship. Somebody feel like them get this or get violated, all of a sudden they move from 0 to 100. And
Right,
just
and
just
and
things
let
like
me
this.
go back to what Babatune said to a level, you know, but is that I'm in the music. I've been in the music for quite a while. I do remixes, by the way, Barry, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I've been in music from the 90s. And our Baba Tony, I say, war music I go on for a long time, same way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's just that we never hold the vibes and we know that things were in jest or when you have a thing, people never take it a certain way. My concern over these few years has been that when you go to a dance now, the woman might push up one finger. One time it was just strictly no man, I seriously no. One
Yeah,
time it
yeah.
was just strictly for the men. You
Mm,
understand? But
yeah.
even if we are going to blame the music, and we can't blame the music, let's look at the age of the persons that they say involved. Half
Yeah.
of a generation where that is to the 90s and 2000 music, same
Yeah.
way. You
Yeah.
understand? So basically, it cannot be the music. It's just that, boy, we don't know. COVID must, the only thing we can say, COVID must get into the brain of the people. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Because this is senseless. It is time we
Mm-hmm.
stop. We know pray for Jamaica. You understand me? I'm not a praying person, but boy, them things that make you boy.
Yeah, make you want to really just like
Yeah,
get guy get pioneers and really just like like plead.
but karma is a bitch. So I don't know if we can say that by the lie, but
No man, you're good.
you
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
What goes around comes around. You understand? We hope
Mm-hmm.
that there is justice for Kaelin.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And funny enough, them say bad things always happen to quiet people. And the
Mm-hmm.
quiet people, they will always are the one who get the beat down. And
Mm-hmm.
for all the persons on the life,
Mm-hmm.
the takeaway is this. Um, be careful out there.
Yeah.
Learn to sometimes just step away from certain things. And
Mm-hmm.
I know it is not easy. When I was in college, I mean, you go up with 8 brothers, nobody
Yeah.
can talk to you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, very well, big up yourself too. I
Yeah
watch you more
man.
than I watch your show more than you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watch
big
your
up.
videos with Waves, I watch your interviews with Tyreek. Because I'm behind my kids' channel as well. So,
Yeah.
I kind of bring them in it because I know where it hits. So I want to wish
Mm-hmm.
you the best. Um, this is a good thing because I think Jamaicans need to vent because this is
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
another degree. This is something new again. This is probably worse than the COVID. Me not tell no lie.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for providing the opportunity that persons can come on and share
Yeah man.
the feelings about this and people
Yeah.
come bring back the love, bring back the compassion.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
to your kids. When you're done, go kiss them, go tell them say you love
Yeah.
them because you don't know the hour or the minute or the
Mm-hmm.
second or the kind or the debit seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And we need to love. It takes time. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We cannot write this off as something that can be continued. The worry I have is that Jamaicans tend to follow things, let's say. And after
Mm-hmm.
a while, it becomes the norm.
Yeah.
This cannot and should never happen again in the history of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm appealing to all mothers out there, spend a little more time with your family, spend a little bit more time with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Talk to them, let them know, you understand? Because we don't know. And we want to offer a word of prayer to Kaelin that she
Mm-hmm.
will pull through and she's young, so health is on her side.
Yeah.
Despite what the doctors say, despite what anybody else is saying, our God is a awesome God. And if it is a miracle that is needed, then we
Mm-hmm.
ask for this miracle at this point in time.
Yeah.
That she will not only just pull through, she will pull through quickly.
Yeah.
She will recover as best as is possible. And that we not just run up remote. If support is needed at some point, we as Jamaicans will chip in to ensure that we play our part because it has to start from somewhere.
True.
And we want to wish her mother all the best. We know, boy, easy, but we
Mm-hmm.
are with her. She don't need to be alone on this one.
Yeah.
And we just have to just keep the heart. Barry, continue doing what you're doing. This
Y-
none of the naysayers can stop you.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Understand?
Bless, man. I
Continue to be
appreciate it.
confident. I don't know, my God, just remember I'm not a Christian, but I
Yeah.
was led to just share today.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
And
man. I appreciate it.
pick up yourself, continue
Yeah.
what you're doing. For those who are listening, one love out of many, we are one people. And if
Yeah.
you hold true to that little motto, Jamaica big every time. No matter
Mm-hmm.
what happen.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, keep it going, Berry, and good
Yeah.
luck.
All right, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up and bless up and thanks to forward
Yeah,
and
man.
share.
All right.
All right. Bless.
Cool. Yeah, man.
All right, I think say I'm going to wrap it up there. Oh, hold on. Trina, is there? Trina, turn on your mic or your video or something. So see if you want to forward. I'm be the last person. But yeah, thanks to everybody who came on. And I think Ren, you have Baba Tunde, you have Digital Wiz, who came on and had the conversation. For the persons who are wondering about the mother's social media, the mother's Facebook page, I think is Real Status Bling. So it is REAL and then the next word is status bling. That is one word. STATUSBLING. So if you probably want to see the mother page and probably get more up information about what happened, you can go on the mother's Facebook page. It is Real Status Bling. Real Status Bling on Facebook. All right. And you probably can see the post them and the stuff them like that. Let me see. Let me see. This is Trina. Hold on, Trina there. Let me see if we can add Trina. Hey Trina.
Hi, Bermudo. Hi.
Oh yeah. Oh
You hearing
hey,
me?
hey man. Yeah man, yeah man, you're there for a little while. Let me talk to you real quickly. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about this entire situation?
Okay. So first of all, you're doing a great thing with the platform because this
Yeah.
thing has affected every Jamaican. As you can see,
Mm-hmm.
I was on my way to my bed powder,
Yeah.
um, towel and everything. But
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, as a Jamaican and as a mother, I'm disgruntled. Because I'm like, if it
Yeah.
was men, I could understand. But it's all
Mm-hmm.
females and the age at
Yeah.
that. I'm listening to
Mm-hmm.
people and they're saying that they can't believe that the mother allowed her to go to party and COVID and all of these and whatever. But the fact is, it, it doesn't matter where she was, she should not
Yeah.
be attacked like that because at the end of the day, we're all humans beings. Jamaica was a country that I thought used to look out for each other
Mm-hmm.
and especially women. If you were taking a taxi per se and you were going there, once you feel a woman, you used to feel comfortable and saying, okay,
You feel
there's not a man
assured
in there
and yeah.
to rob me. You
Yeah.
understand me? So you
Yeah.
feel more comfortable to take it because you're saying you're looking for that motherly
Mm-hmm.
maternal instinct. Now my part about this that got me so upset is the frivolous reason as to why she was
Mm-hmm.
attacked like that. Come
Yeah.
on now. Jamaica is a place where you're free to look. She didn't hit
Mm-hmm.
anyone, she didn't touch anyone. That is just a stupid reason as why you take a life or try to take a life.
Yeah.
And then after that, you're going on and bragging and say, that is not badness. That is
Mm-hmm.
not badness. Six people attacking a 17-year-old and you're a grown ass woman, that is not badness.
You know, me
And
no
the
want for, you know, me no want for jump in and talk about this thing, but like I'm tell you, say, me never grew up uptown,
mm-hmm,
and so me gonna talk about like back like in terms of certain inner city spaces and a certain culture. I don't know if they're uptown too, but this idea where oftentimes a lot of the big woman them in a
mm-hmm.
competition with the young girl them. You get
Yeah,
me? It's
yeah,
literally a thing where some of the big woman them who are like 30, 40, 50, 60 in a competition with the young girl them, and there
right?
is no level of like, okay, let
Maturity.
me be maturity, let me behave better because more is probably expected of me. No,
Yeah.
them toe to toe, I compete for the same man, them I compete for the same clothes them, and it's this sort of culture where it
When
kind
they
of
should be guiding.
yes,
They should be
it good.
guiding.
Yeah, it probably nice for the look of excitement. They were like, "Whoa, Ray!" All of these things. But in
Mm-hmm,
terms of this level of where it would have been, like I guess like prevented an occurrence like this, where women and mothers would have just looked at a 17-year-old as just another girl down the lane where they want to compete and fight and war
mm-hmm.
with, instead of looking and be like, "Yo, here what." We done grown, you look up, we don't need to eat this video. Like, Lord of mercy, we just leave you to a different day. Instead of that being the case, it was more like, yeah, the two away sides, the two away competition.
That's true. And the thing is I mean, look at it on this perspective.
Mm-hmm.
There are six females, and there are many other females at this party. And you want to tell me that none of those other females could have had the maternal instinct to say, no, this is getting out of hand. This is too much. I feel it for that mother. I feel it. I feel it.
It's
I feel. I'm
her,
so
yes.
upset. I'm so upset. It's like I know her, and it just amazing to see that Jamaica has become a place where one time they used to be more helpful. Everyone would look out for, in my opinion, look out for
Mm-hmm.
each other. But now it's like stop and taking video, and
Mm-hmm.
no one wants to help. No one cares to the point where they want to jump in. And to be honest, this is rubbish about there is no video, there's video. But guess what? I guess these people know they shouldn't be where they were at. So they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to not get caught up in it. You understand me? But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you need to come out so you can have some conscience. Say justice. This need justice. You understand me? So
Mm-hmm.
even if you know you're not supposed to be at that party, release the video. Release the video so that some justice can come from this. So some good can come from you doing a bad and being at a place that you were not supposed to be. And for all
Mm-hmm.
that, for all everybody's entitled to their opinion, but for all those who are saying she's wrong to send out her daughter at a party,
Mm-hmm.
do not stray from the point that it doesn't matter where a person is. If there's no right for no one to try to take someone life because of the way they looked at you. That is just stupidity. That is just rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. It doesn't matter if she should not be out there, COVID, it doesn't matter. The point is the way she was attacked and what she was attacked for makes no sense. If it
Yeah.
was even a case where it's a man them fighting over, no man private, no good. So you
Mm.
understand me? To the point where you're going to take a life because you can't bring back life.
Yeah.
Jamaica need to come back to the place where people care. You understand
Yeah.
me? Females need to be more loving.
Mm-hmm.
I expect this from any male, to be honest. I'm not bashing males now, but I would expect it from a male. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
expecting it from a female. And these six women doesn't represent 90% of Jamaican women. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? So they're making Jamaican women look very bad.
Mm-hmm.
I took offense as a woman, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
and as a mother, to know
Yeah.
that all of them are mothers and one is actually pregnant. My
Yeah.
God, what could the 17-year-old do to you that you're pregnant and you're willing to do that to her?
Mm-hmm.
That's just for a look. Barry, I feel I don't know. Something just doesn't make sense. Baba Tunde was saying about the music industry, and I'm not saying violence doesn't help violent music doesn't help certain situation, but they're grown as adults, almost in their 50s, 40s, and or whatever age, that
Mm-hmm.
you're big enough to know if you hear certain things, you don't act it out. I go to party, I listen music, I listen to a lot of violent songs. That doesn't mean I'm going to jump and start shoot out people
Listen,
tomorrow
every
and
time that
attack
they want
people.
be there party, me I talk about scam them there. Me never know nothing.
You
Me
get
no
what
know
I'm
nothing.
saying,
Yeah,
Barry?
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's stupid. You're grown as is not a little child. You don't act out what you see. Then if you're a 30-year-old and you can't listen to some music and know that it's just music, then what are you saying to the younger generation that is coming up? They need to
Mm-hmm.
stop blaming music. We're grown as adults. You don't have to act what you hear. Half of what these artists are singing, they don't actually do it. Artists might sing about killing people and they never kill a cockroach from the day they're born.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some would sing about them don't nyam this and them don't nyam that. And if you catch them, God Almighty, them nyamming everything. So
Yeah.
people, we're adults, need to stop the rubbish. We're Jamaicans. We need to come together and be more unified and stop be this country that
Oh.
is now
Mm-hmm.
taking to this videoing thing and not helping. No matter how a person dying, the
Mm-hmm.
person stand up and videoing and blood
Yeah.
running, and everybody wants to be the first to
Mm-hmm.
upload the video. Or
Yeah.
then you say, I don't know where that mentality come from, but we are too into social media. You see, to me, COVID came to teach us a lesson
Yeah.
because Jamaica was not only Jamaica, a lot of places was
The
becoming.
world.
Yes, the whole world is becoming a place where social media so we're just too into social media
We
basically.
desensitized
So
from a lot. We forget
nobody,
reality.
I can tell you that I will go as far as to say I don't think people 90% of people take the time to just stop, go outside, take in some fresh air, look up in the sky, appreciate the star, appreciate the sun, go down to the beaches, relax.
Yeah.
No, we just caught up in this social media. One time people used to socialize and play Dandy Shandy or certain games. Nobody now do them something there again. Everybody they on phone. 10
People
people in
are
a room. Nobody talking to each
true,
other. Everybody on a
true,
phone.
Trina. Mm-hmm.
Everybody on a phone.
True.
Nobody socializing again.
Yeah.
So it needs to
Mm-hmm.
go back to the point where people get close to each other because I believe that is part of it. Because people get so
Right.
distant
Right.
from each
Right.
other,
Mm-hmm.
they are now into this social device. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a part of them. So no one is
Mm-hmm.
attached to a person again. Back then, you're more close with people because social media wasn't like
Trina,
savvy like that.
you are saying a lot of things right now because people become so detached because everybody's so preoccupied with the devices that are in front of them that they forget that there's an
Yes,
actual reality outside there. So you see the same thing with me saying,
yes,
you see sometimes when I hear these stories, I hear about these men who go to these places and do some of the most heinous level of crimes. I wonder what make
yes,
them. A lot of them are raised like animals, them raised like pit bulls. They are so detached from love, care, and compassion. And so when they are instructed to go and forgo and harm a little 3-year-old baby and a pregnant woman, they do it with such ease.
yes,
Why? Because they've never had that connection with a family. The only family
exactly.
that they've ever had were the family of friends who gave them a M16 and them and you get me?
Yes,
So they can
yes,
do these things because they remove when people reach like that, a big woman, when she look on that little girl, supposed to see her own daughter. You
yes,
get me? From you see the fighter go on, you're supposed to look in there and see your own daughter. You right now, you're on the road and you see one little 8-year-old come to you and probably like try to just like do some little things. I have like you going to look at him through the eyes of like probably your cousin, your own kids, your
yeah,
younger niece or somebody like that because you have the compassion there, you have that level where you're able to see another a stranger as human because
yes,
you're able to feel. A lot of people them can't see that if in a them immediate circle, them can't look and say, oh my God, you know, so that person is somebody's grandmother, you know, so them can do all kind of things and behave in a way because they don't have the empathy there. They don't have that
yes,
compassion. And it's all because a lot of people set like
yep,
this. People are look on video with people, they on roadside and all kind of things. And you look and say, oh God, look at all the car squish out the man's face. And you look on it now and you
mm-hmm,
realize, say, so that is somebody's father, that is somebody's
mm-hmm,
brother, right? That's the way I feel see the video here now. And his reaction is not like, Lord of mercy, look how the boy face crumpled up. The person is going to be crying,
yes,
probably numb. But
mm-hmm,
we're so detached that we can't have this compassion for people because this little thing kind of teach us say, yo, everything pan this is festive. A festive moments, and the only people them when matter is the people them in my WhatsApp right now. And them alone allow me to feel and nobody else. So it's a bunch of crap, and I hope that we'll hopefully get to move past it and actually have face-to-face conversations, talk to people, understand them stories, and when you look at people on the road, understand that all of these people are going back to somebody else's home and are going back into spaces where people mean the world to them. I don't know what happened to your video, Trina. Trina, you there? I know I'm to Trina video, but something just get me so cross a while ago, man. So cross a while ago.
yes, Barry. I wasn't hearing
Mm-hmm.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
but
saying, as I was saying, I
Trina, your Wi-Fi a freeze. Trina, all right, Trina, call me back. Call me back, Trina. Call me back, Trina. Cause I'm about to leave. Judzie there. Me really want cut. I really want to thank you so much to the Burritos, them to the people them who on the live right now and being part of this conversation. I really appreciate it because I know some of the time they make good for we jump in and talk about the carelessness and the stuff them. But when we can have conversations that I feel like are going to help to kind of move conversations and the culture forward, it makes me very appreciative of it for sister on a show up like this and actually a part of the conversation because these things really matter to me and it really does affect me when I see that my people are just like living like this and so recklessly, just like hurting each other for no reason at all. Me get to people that go kind of fight and get to things that can happen, but at least make it be for some little reason where you can be like, all right, but for some little trivial little stuff, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I'm not gonna call out women because, but me not go. A part of me just feel like me they expect better from just like a situation with women. Me don't know why me just feel like a woman just kind of care and have a greater level of empathy. So to see that these women didn't really reflect that is one. It is a teaching moment, and it made me get a little bit more aware to kind of realize, say, hey, these things do exist out there, and it makes me even a little bit more sensitive to the reason, like when you grow up and your parents very overprotective, sometimes you don't understand why, and sometimes they have to say G's and P, but you realize, say, is this idea that sometimes you have humans who exist out there that do not regard you in the same way that your family will. And so that is just, me kind of get to understand these things. But like, I just praying for the mother, praying for the family, praying for Kayan, and really just kind of hoping that there is some justice and some good news that will be brought at the end of the day. I am Judzi. Are you here? Let me see if we can add her really quickly. Judzi, there. Let me see if Judzi is here. Judzi is here. Judzi is here. Judzi. All right, Judzi not there. So I'm going to leave right now. Big up to everybody: Joy Day, Neil, Cara Roberts, Carla Thomas, Abigail Brown, Ingrid Tata, Pesti V, Ali, Damian Clark, everybody who was on the live. Big up on yourself. I really appreciate it. Wait, they have something called banners. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Peace out, burritos, and big up, man. That's it.